Many remain silent for fear of being labeled politically incorrect. That's where I come in. And oh, by the way, I'm just saying. وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَا تُقْسِطُوا فِي الْيَتَامَى فَانكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَاعَ فَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدًا. The subject, polygyny, a man having more than one wife simultaneously, a practice commonly called polygamy. But polygamy can also pertain to a woman having more than one husband, which is specifically called polyandry. There is also polyamory, which means to have multiple open partnerships. Nasty. In pre-Islamic Arabia, a man was never limited in the amount of wives he could possess.
Possess?
Yes, possess. A son would even inherit wives from his deceased father. In Jewish tradition, women were even passed from one brother to the next if the first brother failed to impregnate her. In pre-Islamic Arabia, wives were viewed as properties, especially the orphan female. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَا تُقْسِطُوا فِي الْيَتَامَى. In other words, if you cannot be just in regards to the orphan female's inheritance or giving them their mahar or marriage gift, then do not marry them. فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَاعَ. Historically, polygyny was mostly confined to the rich and affluent. In Chinese tradition, emperors, government officials, and rich merchants would have hundreds of concubines after marrying their first wives. In Hinduism, both polygyny and polyandry were practiced among certain sections of that society. In Judaism, Hebrew scriptures document approximately 40 polygynists, including prominent figures such as Ibrahim, Musa, Dawood, and Yaqub. Alayhum salam. In Tibetan Buddhism, it was not uncommon for a man to take a consort in addition to a spouse. In Christianity, in 1650, the Parliament at Nuremberg decreed that every man was allowed to marry up to 10 women. These men were admonished to behave honorably, provide for their wives properly, and to prevent animosity among them. From Mormonism's inception, polygyny was not only allowed, but commanded. All of the aforementioned have subsequently changed their scriptures or philosophies to reflect the modern thought that polygyny is immoral. Islam is from the one that created man, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, Islam is never in need of rethinking or revision. I'm just saying, Islam actually limited the number of wives a man could have at one time to 4. When a man who had more than 4 wives embraced Islam, he will be ordered to reduce that number to 4 at most. And here's the dalil. Imam Ahmed rahmatullahi alayhi recorded that Salim said that his father said that Ghilan ibn Salama al-Taqifi had 10 wives when he embraced Islam. The Prophet Muhammad said to him, choose any 4 of them and divorce the rest. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَاعَ. This permission is followed by the requirement to treat them justly. فَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدًا. This adl, or justice, is in the matter of finance and fair treatment. Some confuse justice to mean love, that each wife must be loved equally and the same. مَا جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِرَجُولٍ مِّن قَلْبَيْنِ فِي جُوفِهِ. It was clear to everyone who knew Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Khadija radiallahu anha was his all-time favorite wife. After Khadija, Aisha radiallahu anhuma was Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's favorite wife. This is evident in that when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam became ill, all of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's wives agreed to have him spend his last days in the house of Aisha radiallahu anha. I'm just saying, Western society claims to champion a woman's right to choose. The right to choose abortion, the right to choose to alter her body with cosmetic surgery, the right to choose which alcoholic drink she will imbibe and how much, the right to choose to have as many illegitimate children as she likes, the right to jump from one partner to the next each night. But this very same society forbids a woman to choose to enter a polygynous relationship. I'm just saying, in Western society, a woman can choose to sleep around with a married man, but she cannot choose to marry a married man. Go figure. Under the Islamic rules of marriage, if a man witnessed a woman of good character and attraction that was already married, he could not entertain the possibility of marrying her. But if a woman witnessed a man of good attraction and character, she could entertain the possibility of marrying him if he were not already married to 4. This means that in Islam, women are given a choice that not even the so-called free democratic West will allow. Strangely, in the West, a man can have 100 girlfriends or more, but he is criminal if he wants to dignify more than one in marriage. In the West, compliments such as pimp, player, Mac Daddy, hot boy, dog, and bop are all compliments for a man that sleeps with various strange women. In the West, it is legal for a woman to say,
"This is my boyfriend and baby daddy."
But it is criminal for her to declare,
"This is my co-wife."
Look no further than the world-renowned Playboy Mansion, a legal brothel where the antiquated Hugh Hefner enjoys many wide-eyed American dream seekers while only claiming one of them as his wife. But hey, it's all legal, baby. The claim is that polygyny suppresses women. I guess the West does not view the prostitution of its sisters, daughters, and mothers on billboards, magazines, TVs, and movies as suppression. Many Western women submit to having their husbands spend money in strip clubs in order to cater to his need for greed. But he dare not declare that he has taken a second wife. It is stated that 9 out of 10 married American men will have an extramarital affair. Of course, statistics are not 100% accurate. Their only purpose is to bring about awareness. Nevertheless, cheaters never win. I'm just saying.